lot of death and destruction, man. And I see a lot of young brothers, man, they really the soldiers of our culture. And unfortunately, we all got different flags. You understand me? And these flags separate us, and we end up murdering and killing each other. And some of the most fearless, some of the most powerful ones that, like my brother Wallow said, that they had that energy shift and they haven't shifted it in the right direction. We got a standing army. You understand me? And it's the most dangerous one on the planet. But our feuds are so thick that we want to kill each other, you understand me, rather than unite for a cause of liberation, you understand me, and the protection of the people. And one trick of the devil is to make the people speak different languages, right? And believe that they're different based on their ethnic backgrounds, cultural rules, and rights. And they start gaining different flags. My flag is this color, mine is this color, mine got this symbol, mine from this coast and that coast. And they forget that the one thing that binds them all, you understand me, is who they are, they DNA, they skin. You understand me, the history of they people being family for thousands and millions of years, right? And so unfortunately, that becomes more important, right, than the true thing that matters, which is who you are. You understand me? Because your nationality, you understand me, your ethnicity, right, at the end of the day, should be the one thing that say, that's my brother, that's my sis, we locked in, we good, we forever with it. You know what I'm talking about? But if I can get y'all divided, then y'all be fighting amongst each other, and y'all never look at the true enemy. Y'all are trained to kill each other because of your differences, and you will never look at the true enemy that's consistently putting you in these situations, destroying your quality of living, destroying your brother, your sister, building the prisons, creating environments, you understand me, of detriment and death and destruction. And so you never ever be like, damn, that's brother. So we kill images of each other because we hate ourselves. Even though we look just like each other, we listen to the same music, we eat the same food, we dress alike, we have the same interest and taste, we live in the same environments. Yet we hate somebody in that environment when those are the people who are the most similar to you on the planet Earth. The people that you are connected with from a geographical basis are the people who are the most similar to you on the planet Earth. Yet those are the people that we kill and destroy the most. So when you have feuds of environments and those people go at each other, and they murder and kill each other, it represents a deep ingrained hate that those people have for themselves, and they murder the greatest allies that they could have on the planet Earth. Imagine we go to China, and then we start to separate these people. Say, well, you Chinese, but you Northern Chinese, and you Northern East Chinese, and you South Chinese, and you West. And y'all not supposed to like each other. You understand me? We get divided and broken down in so many different ways in sex that we become our worst enemy, and our best friends is the ones that we kill. I just want y'all to think about that for a second. That when it comes to the street dynamics of how we murder each other and how we kill each other, because we're going to get into the crypto, but when I get a message, I got to get a message. When you look at the people in your environment, because we do proximity murders. Bruh who stayed down the street, they moms, him and his moms probably couldn't have been cool. Y'all couldn't be cool as friends. Y'all chose different flags, different sides of the war. You understand me? You associated with friends that got enemies with other people, and then by association, you guilty. So somebody want to murder you. Somebody dies from the ignorance of the beef. You understand me? It creates a blood feud, and now y'all got to kill each other forever. But if you literally think about the fact that the people that's in your environment are the most similar to you than anybody else on the planet Earth, and those are the people you at war with, how can you expect to be able to survive any other war with any people elsewhere on the planet Earth when your greatest allies are your worst enemies? It ain't just Chicago. It was like that in St. Louis, like that in Oakland, and that's where I grew up. We had blocks dissected from each other. This block is a hood. The next block is a hood. Oh no, he deuce, he crip, he blood, this, that. Same corner store. We got to go get our food. We live in the same food desert. We got to go get our junk food from the same corner store. But if I catch bruh there at the time that I'm going, we got to do something to each other. The whole time, if we would have linked up, man, you my bro. Like, we stay in the same neighborhood. Like, you family and them, like, we good with each other. Like, we ain't got no issue with each other. You my bro. Like, we go to the same school, live in the same neighborhood, went to the same middle schools. You understand me? Most likely in the same economic condition and plight. We got the same enemies. The police pulled up. They hate us. They put drugs on us. They kill us. You understand me? They throw us in prison. We in America. We share the same conditions that we going to have to fight for growing up. These are my greatest allies, my greatest brothers. If I was able to link with them and we was able to build collectively, whether it's economically or militantly, you understand me? At the end of the day, man, game over. Think about that for a second. Like, if I was, instead of, inherently, because I'm in this neighborhood and bruh in that neighborhood, we ain't supposed to get along. We automatically enemies because they on that side of the tracks. I'm on this side of the tracks. Instead, it'd be like, nah, that's bruh and them over there. Man, what's up, man? We family. You understand me? We in the same plight. We got to liberate ourselves from this. All right, how we go do it? Well, listen, man. My young brother, he know he got these certain skills. Look, I got business over here. My family over here. Let's start doing business with each other. Shit, we ain't got no money for resources. Let's pull some resources, man. Let's create a community bank. Everybody throw in some money. Bro got the idea. The community, you understand me, spank you if you don't put the money back in that we just loan. We start, like, at the end of the day, we start operating like a family model. You understand me? But that's essentially the way that every other community does. But it sounds so crazy taking that idea, you understand me, and implementing it in our community because we so backwards because we've been infiltrated by agent provocateurs. We've been infiltrated by the CIA, the FBI, you understand me, the local PD, the snitches that come in and they make sure they drop the drugs and the guns off in the community. And then at the end of the day, they make sure that we don't have access to the same capital. Because we don't only live in food deserts, we live in financial deserts. Well, we don't have access to the financial resources because in small communities or in large families, they have some of the greatest abilities to be entrepreneurs, but without the resources, they can't get off the ground. So they need to be able to get the funding. And, you know, we blame rap music, but rap music is a symptom of the condition of America. Rap music is a symptom. And the issue is that the symptom perpetuates the disease, but it's not the cause. So to blame the rapper is completely missing the depth of the issue in the first place. The moment you blame the rapper for the issues that exist in the community, when he's literally creating a soundtrack to the reality that he live in and trying to find a way to get out of it by unfortunately utilizing a destructive, profitable product, because what he's seen was drug dealers and rappers, you understand me, become the ones that get the respect, get the love, get the money, get the women, get the heaven, the luxury, the money, the good homes, friendships of all walks of life. So of course he gonna want that. But that is a byproduct of it. That's not what started it. So blaming the rappers is doing a disservice to what our true solutions are. And so, unfortunately, now it's about retraining the mind, especially those who get into it, get out of it, conscious enough to be aware of their involvement, saying that, nah, you didn't create it. But you can also rap about different realities. You can also project different realities. But the issue is they can't do it unless we own the goddamn industries. How the hell if this label won't give me $1 million deal unless I'm rapping about drill mill, I'm rapping about killing niggas, I'm rapping about drugs, I'm rapping about the plight of the environment, perpetuating the frequency, then Guess what? I can't get on to feed my family because I'm already living this. I go from living it to rapping about it. You understand me? And the only way I can get out of it is rapping about it. And the only way I can get on for somebody to sign me is rapping about it. And then once I get on, what I could have just been doing it, now my people's mad at me saying that I created the mess that I was born in. So how can we do it when we get to the solution of it? It ain't about blaming them. It's about controlling the narrative and the circumstances that create the conditions and the symptoms. You understand me? So once you're able to control those narratives, you say, okay, well, how the hell can we do this? Resources, resources, resources. The lack of education and resources is at the beginning of this. The lack of strength of brotherhood and sisterhood and fatherhood and motherhood is at the beginning of this. Because if you ain't got a father in the household and you don't have a good mother in the household because she now hates the man that's not there and teach the child to hate that man and talk about him, then he hates resenting becoming that type of man or a man, period. So he focuses on being the top boy. You understand me? In London, they call them the top boys. You understand me? In the streets, we call you that boy. You understand? You one of them boys. It ain't about becoming a man in the streets. Because niggas don't work to become men. Because men were resented in the household. So it's a deep ingrained issue that we got to go deep into the trenches of the mentality that we have in order to be able to pull out true solutions. So anytime I'm going to mention wealth, I'm going to mention health, I'm going to mention family, I'm going to mention education, I'm going to mention resources. Because without those things, there's nothing we can do next. So when we talk about, let me take a sip of my tea real quick. We talk about technology, man. Technology is an extension of the solutions that we can have to start implementing, right? I talked about this like tokenizing behavior. If you go to the hoods of America and you pay them to stop the crime, they take, so NYPD has a bigger and a larger budget than the whole Ukraine army, and they trying to get more funding. NYPD has a larger budget than the whole Ukraine army, and Joe Biden is talking about giving them more funding. So I want y'all to think about that for a second. Why? Because it is not to change the communities, it's to go to war with the communities, to imprison the communities. Because the police officers are militant prison guards. It's not so that they can beautify the neighborhood, to take money and spending on the redevelopment of the neighborhood, redevelopment of the minds, changing the conditions. They can take those billions of dollars that they spend on policing, and then they can divest that money directly into the hoods of America. And that changes the necessity for the over-policing in the first place. It's the simplest model. So any devil that comes up with a plan to consistently over-police a neighborhood is so that they can perpetuate the shit because they don't look at us as human beings.